Brainwashing. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be complete and have inner peace because there's no money in that. America would not be able to go around if everybody was in a good mood. Because in America, we sell happiness. And we constantly make people believe happiness is just a step above, so they never reach it. But along the path of brainwashing, it's October. Jimmy Kimmel's I Ate All Your Halloween Candy skit pops in my mind, and it reminds me that we start teaching children to be unhappy very, very early. Listen, people. It's not cute to scare or make your children cry. A little spook where you jump out and like, oh, and then they laugh, that's one thing. If you're walking around with a fake snake, because you think it's Halloween and that's fun. So you're walking around with a fake snake and you can see these videos all over YouTube where they scare their child into the corner. Their child is just like fighting off what they feel to be. Listen. Or the other one. I ate all your candy. And then the kid has I'm trying to keep him clean. The kid has a damn meltdown. Like listen. If someone made you as an adult so afraid that you backed into a corner and was still screaming, the same shit that goes on in your body chemically when you're that afraid for your life is the same things going on inside of a child. When you make your child snap out over candy because you want to record it, look, everything we feel, think, it's all part of the sauce, baby. It's all part of the soup inside of us. Everything, every day adds an ingredient. And because people want views, they're literally messing up their relationship with their children. People don't think that, but that's why most teens hate their kids. Because parents a lot of parents, not all of them, don't really worry about raising people. They worry about raising their children. Don't put your kid through that term. Don't. If your kid's whining and crying all the time, they feel exactly like an adult would that was whining and crying all the time. If your child is snapping out like, I hate you, mom, they feel the same way that an adult would. So even if they're smiling the next day, that bit of toxic that you put in them for fun or for a couple thumbs up or for a couple, hey, that's a cute video. Kids will be kids. You're depressing your children. Okay? If you have depressed children, that's on you. It's your fault. I don't want to offend anybody intentionally, but time's coming, baby. If your children are depressed, that is 100% you as a parent. There is nothing else. Now, once you get older and start dealing with death, and I'm not a little kid, there are depressed 9-year-olds out there with healthy parents, just healthy life, just depressed because their parents have no idea how to manage a mindset. If you can't manage your own mindset, then it's impossible to be a good example on how to manage a mindset for your child. Yes, this is all off a Jimmy Kimmel thing. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not cute. It's not cute to make your kids cry on camera. And if you do think that's cute, make sure you still think it's cute when they're a teenager and they can't get a grip on their mental and they're just constantly fighting with their own inner demons because you introduced that to them as a child. Now, every time I go on these rants, people, Anthony, it's not that deep, Anthony. It's not that deep. And then you look at their post and all they do is bitch about life. Anthony, you're looking too deep into... I enjoy life, baby. If you don't enjoy life, maybe you're not looking deep enough. If you don't think the music you listen to and the food you eat and the sounds you hear and the smells you smell, if you don't understand that everything you even smell today will affect you tomorrow, you're not looking deep enough into it. Now, if you understand and you feel like you got a good grip on life, then tell me I'm looking too deep. But don't tell me I'm looking too deep and then turn around and be confused on why your kids are doing what they're doing. I'm going to jam this in here too, because on Twitter today was National Coming Out Day, and I was just reading about a bunch of kids scared to come out to their parents, or when they did come out to their parents snapped out. Listen, if your kid's gay, bi, if your kid has to come out to you, I'll just sum it all up there, and you don't already know, you're not doing good. You're not doing good. Because for a child for a teenager, I'll take it up to teenager, for a teenager to be trapped in their head and not feel like they can be themselves, and you don't recognize that, there are parents with kids that overdose. I'm sorry, I got you. I gotta start taking. I'm gonna offend people. I was called a light warrior recently. They got light workers. I am a light warrior. I gotta break negativity down with aggression. I have to. There's no other way. We have people who have children that overdose, and their parents had no idea they were even messing around with it. They had no idea their child even had that lifestyle. If you're missing stuff like that with your kids, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It don't matter what you got in the bank. It don't matter what you got here, what you got there. If your child feels that disconnected, it's probably because you were scaring them for the Jimmy Kimmel thing with the candy. Don't scare them. Don't take their candy. And if you do take their candy, they shouldn't react like that. Come on, people. Let's take some responsibility. Let's